Hello there, I'm Jay Calenad, author of Relics of Hyrule, and I'm here with part 2 of the new walkthrough series. Although by the time you watch it might not be new. Anyway, we started near Helgen, we went down the path, got the hero's sword, then we hit up Embershard Mine and Anisa's cabin and Riverwood, we got the Forgotten Sword, the Deku Shield, and the hero's sword, and did I already mention the Orden Sword? We got that too. And we got the Armos armor from near Lake Ilanada. So, we have two options now. Now that we have some starting equipment, we can go straight for Bleak Falls Barrow, or we could sort of loop around and go to Rorikstead. I'm going to maybe pass by Whiterun, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. There's not much to look at there. There's a couple like lore things, but I'm going to loop up this way. I could go straight to Bleak Falls Barrow, like I said, but I'm level 1. I don't have a lot of equipment. I have some good equipment, and I am playing on Adept difficulty simply because I don't want, the difficulty to weigh down the walkthrough. I don't want to have to redo the same dungeon over and over, or have a million quick saves because I keep getting killed. But if you wanted to go straight to Bleak Falls Barrow, at this point you could. I'm going to go to Rorikstead because we can get something from Rorikstead Secret Grotto. We can check out the Terminan Forge, which is another sort of cornerstone of the mod. So I'm going to do that. Again, you can do whatever you want. This is just a suggested path. And also, wanted to mention, it's distinct from the video guides. The video guides, we do a deep dive into elements of the mod. And with this walkthrough series, I'm focusing on just the gameplay. So we're not going to do, like, analyzing every tiny little detail of the equipment or locations or whatnot. I see my trees are still kind of funky fresh in terms of LOD. They look a little better, but I'm not going to call attention to it, despite the fact that I just did. But anyway, we are going north around toward Whiterun. Oh, thank you for your attention, but I am not interested. I am going to grab that wolf pelt though, because I feel like leather will be useful. We are going to pass by Bleak Falls Barrow, which is good. I'm not going to go in, but actually passing by Bleak Falls Barrow at this point is really good because there is a guaranteed set of light armor outside Bleak Falls Barrow. There's another set of armor in Bleak Falls Barrow, which definitely recommend getting because it's iconic. But I'm going to... see. I'll take care of these bandits, but right over here by this tower, normally we would go up, sort of loop around to Bleak Falls Barrow over there. Not going to do that right now, unless I level up miraculously. Thank you. Hello. Alright, down here, right here, is a full set of worn Redead leather armor. So, I'm not going to take the Iron Dagger, but I will take this set of worn Redead leather armor, which is good, because, it's not quite as strong, it's almost as strong. So we're just going to get them all set up in that set. Okay, I will mark Bleak Falls Barrow on my map, just so it is on my map. but I will be going past it because I am not confident that I will be able to tackle it. Alright, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go up and over. You know, this is a nice spot. I might put something here in the future. It's a decent spot. I'm always making notes, always looking to improve and add to the mod in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, you can definitely tell that I'm playing in Legendary Edition. It's not the prettiest terrain. Now, the reason I'm playing in Legendary, of course, is it was easier to customize than Special Edition. So I apologize if that has offended anyone. But it's all good. I might make some tweaks so it looks a little nicer. It looks okay. Unrelated to anything, I'm just making small talk while we make our way to the Terminan Forge and Rorikstead Secret Grotto. Okay, so we crossed over and we're heading west as opposed to east, or even dare say west. There's Whiterun. Oh, I forgot that I had the Space Core mod installed. Oh, that's a blast from the past. Now this is not Relics of Hyrule. I just a brief little interlude here.
Wanna go home? Lady, where are we going? We're going to space? Yeah, let's go to space. Hey. Oh, the sun. I'm gonna meet the sun. Oh no. What did I say? Hi. Hi, sun. Oh boy.
Okay. Anyway. Completely distracted. I don't know if that mod, like, is available anymore. I know it was on the Steam Workshop. It might still be on the Steam Workshop. Right, we're marking this on our map, Fort Greymore. There is a cave up north. Mark that on my map as well. Veterans Retreat. Okay. Getting my bearings here. Okay. Yeah, we still have a little ways to go before we get to Terminan Forge. Mammoth. It is slightly unrealistic for their footsteps to shake the ground because they're very deliberate with their movements. Oh, is that's a saber cat. Nope. Do I have a stamina potion? Nope. Now I see you. I don't want to see you. I'm not here. Okay. No. Thanks. I appreciate your input. Okay, not good, not good. Saber cat, no. And now there's wolves. This is a bad thing. Get out of here. No, no. Okay, I might need to change some settings with kill moves because I can't deal with that while I'm actively dying. No. No, thank you. Owie. Alright, did I lose them? Okay, what's this cave? This is Swindler's Den. Okay, we're not going to do that yet. But we're in the right area. After a very eventful trek. Oh, something's going on over there. We're not going to deal with that. Okay. So on my compass up at the top, you can see two markers. One of them is the Terminan Forge, and the other is probably Gjolker's Monument. I believe, if I'm in the right place. Yep, I am. And that giant camp should be Talking Stone Camp. Alright, this is the Terminan Forge. And this is sort of one of the cornerstone pieces of the mod. It's a super duper, like, this is where most of the forging happens in Relics of Hyrule, most of the crafting. So we have a forge chest here, and we got an empty wine bottle, we got Forgotten Note, northeast to the city swallowed by the sea and the enchanter deep within, or to the island half buried by ash. So that, of course, is giving us hints to the Midden in Winterhold and the to Solstheim. So we're gonna take that. This one's another hint book: Swamp, Mountain, Ocean, Canyon. Telling us to seek out different items, and then here's and improve them. I had to finish that thought. This is a torn page. It's only one little bit. Saw that the winds blow cold from the northern summits, and the scarred ravens are falling dead into the sea. Day springs into the mossy glen by the fort. The dark waters of time have passed us by, and the white elves have blocked the waterfall with stones. So that's another hint of where you can find different elements to improve a specific item, namely the Terminan Shield. So this other book, the Terminan book, that Swamp, Mountain, Ocean, Canyon, that's what it's talking about. And the torn page, Northern Summit, Scarred Ravens, Dayspring, Mossy Glen, Dark Waters. So those are locations in Skyrim that it's giving hints to. More on that to come. Here's a guaranteed two-handed weapon. Another good reason to go to the Terminan Forge, which here's the path that we sort of followed. We went from Riverwood, we kind of hooked up to Bleak Falls Barrow, went down Secunda's Kiss, past Fort Greymore. I kind of went, yeah, no, that's a decent shot. Or you could go up to Whiterun and go straight across. Sort of close to Morthal. We got Forgotten Battleaxe, probably not going to use it. We have a smelter if we needed to. We have workbench. if we needed it. We have the Terminan Forge itself, and as you can see, if we had multiple Deku shields or multiple Forgotten Battleaxes or multiple Forgotten Swords, we could improve them. And we have a normal anvil right here. For normal anvil stuff. And grindstone, which I don't think I can use yet, no. But it's there if we need it. And of course, this is safe storage. We can put anything we want in here. I'll probably put the Armos armor in here since it weighs so much. And Forgotten Battleaxe is pretty strong, so I will keep it. I'm not going to keep the Forgotten Sword. Or these two things. I don't really need this. It's not as good as the Deku Shield. And at some point we'll get better light armor. And there's a cooking pot over here. So if we wanted to make some yummy food, there we go. So that's the Terminan Forge. We're going to go further west to Rorikstead. And we're going to get another item from our first secret grotto. Not today. Oh my god, vampires? Really? Also, I thought I fixed that. Stop existing. God damn. I thought I fixed that thing. Whatever. Poor Vigilant of Stendar. I'll keep that. Iron Mace. Steel cuffed boots. Nothing that I can really use. Where's that other vampire friend? Dust. Okay. Oh wait, I need that potion of cure disease. Because I got Witbane, I think. There's another beautiful fairy. So here's the Rorikstead Secret Grotto, and we got some Bombflower Buds, which is very nice. I don't know why... Okay, that's why. Alright, Rorikstead Secret Grotto. So the Secret Grottos are secret. You can't find them on your map. They're marked by fairies, and then once you reach them and open them, the fairy disappears. The Rorikstead Secret Grotto... At this point, there's not much to see here. Let me get a torch. At this point, there's not much to see. There's this guy. Very tough gold Skulltula. So we're going to take all that. There's Namira's Rot, which is good for making potions of regenerate health. Heavy armor potions from White Cap. We got Steel Longsword. Random weapon. It's a random weapon. Another random weapon. But the main thing we want is the Fairy Bow. So that's our first Relics of Hyrule bow. So we're going to favorite that. Do I have any arrows? I do not have any arrows yet, so we'll have to get some arrows. And that's it for Rorikstead Secret Grotto, because we can't get past this block of time. That will come later. That is a whole... that's a whole ball game. And let's really quickly go up to Talking Stone Camp. Wait, is this Talking Stone Camp? Maybe it is. Pretty sure this is Talking Stone Camp, because there's another little Easter egg in Talking Stone Camp. And then that will be the end of this video. Talking Stone Camp. Okay. So in Talking Stone Camp, obviously we don't want to upset the giants, but there is a little Easter egg from Relics of Hyrule that I put in here. Here it is. So there's the giant bonfire. There's deer skull, mammoth cheese over there, gossip stone. Statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. So we'll need to find the Mask of Truth at some point, but that's gonna be a little far down the line. All right, so that's all we have for this video. Wasn't much, but we got the fairy bow, and we discovered the Terminan Forge, and we got the Forgotten Battleaxe. So we're making progress. Next video will be Bleak Falls Barrow. So we'll see you then.